Okay, welcome to yet another stream. Today we are here in Leipzig in Germany with the beautiful A300. It looks very similar to the A330. The A330 and the A320 family aircraft were designed from this older generation aircraft. As we get into the cockpit, you will see the controls are very different, yet the systems are very similar to the real world aircraft that I fly. So this is an aircraft that I'm kind of comfortable with, but it's going to be a fun experience flying a classic plane like this. And we are online on VATSIM. We do have ATC today. Yeah, so it's going to be a nice short flight from Leipzig in Germany to Brussels. Hello Sri Lakshmi, I am great, and yes, we are flying a new aircraft today. And let's call for the catering. We have some new ground features as well that installed. So let's ask for catering, and let's ask for boarding as well.
Parking is too small for your aircraft.
I request refueling, and we'll request boarding as well.
This parking is too small for your boarding requested.
Okay, perfect. So here's the nice look of the aircraft. We have our boarding stairs coming in, as well as the door for the jetway is open, and we have the catering trucks driving up. Perfect. Let's head inside and start with the cockpit preparation. The procedures are very similar to the A320, so I've kind of modified it for my own comfort, and it's not real world procedures, yeah, but sticking to most of the important things, and don't count on it as real world procedures, but we will be able to get this plane from point A to point B, as well as if at all there's an emergency, we can deal with it just like an Airbus A320. Perfect. Okay, let's start with okay.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Okay, so basically we'll start with the preparation now. So here, instead of the masters, we have the fuel cutoff levers. Fuel cutoff levers are in the off position. Weather radar predictive wind shear is off, just like how we do on the A320. Landing gear lever is in the down position. Wipers are in the off position. We will turn on the batteries, but on this aircraft we have to check something manually. That is over here. We have to check that the hydraulic switches are not on, in case we turn on the batteries without the hydraulic switches being on, then that can hurt the ground personnel. That's so as we proceed through these procedures, you'll realize there are a few manual things that we have to do as compared to the Airbus A320, that where things are automatic. Okay, hydraulic pumps are not pressurized. Battery voltages are checked. Let's leave it there. Battery is on. I'll increase the volume. I'd reduce the volume just because we're here on VATSIM and there are other aircraft taxiing, so that can that's a lot of sound. External power on. You can hear the wonderful sounds by Inibils. Galley can come on at this point. We'll turn on the left fuel pumps. Yes, it's an older aircraft, but as you can see while moving ahead, you will see a lot of the procedures are going to be similar. Now, again, one more thing. As I turned on this fuel pump, it's automatically on the A320. Here we are doing it manually. An APU switch, master switch to on position. Before we do that, sorry, we have to do the APU fire test.
Inbound fire legs to 5.
APU squib test and APU fire test. Okay, APU fire test is complete. Master switch on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. APU start, and IR mode selectors 1 to nav, 2 to nav, and 3 to nav. Perfect. Let's get in contact with Brussels. Let's get in contact with ground, and we'll talk to them. Here, the frequency for ground is going to get from here. Okay, I'll bring on this You can see me now with my face cam. Everybody, welcome to the stream. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That'd be very helpful. Okay, let's get the ground frequency. The frequency for ground is 121.805. Let me check if that is available. I think it just went offline. 121.105 on tower. 121.105.
Possible Golf, we wait for the company April first. First one, 21 Golf, you're number 1. Okay, I'll go ahead.
Okay, we are in contact with the
Approach 6768, request taxi.
perfect. Looks
First one,
good.
6768, taxi to landing point 26 left via Victor, Sierra 10.
Okay, perfect.
Taxi hold
Looks
point
good.
26 left by Victor, Sierra 10, postman 6768.
Postman 5 Yankee Victor, request taxi.
A lot of
Postman
people-
5
let
Yankee
me
Victor,
continue the
taxi to landing
procedures.
point runway 26 left via Victor, Sierra 10.
67.26 left sector, Sierra 10, Postman 5 Yankee Victor.
Let me check if APU is available.
APU
is available, check.
For 3-1 with information, number and clearance to minute, please.
APU
Postman
bleed
26
can
November,
come
Leipzig
on.
Tower, information Oscar occurrence, that have approved, cleared, Munich, Golat to Sierra departure, flight plan move. Flight number
APU bleed can come on, and external power is no more required. I will request to disconnect external power. Let's just do this. Go from Simbri.
Postman 26 November, correct?
I don't need that.
Postman 5241, line up, runway 26 left.
Okay, perfect. That's done. Let's do the initialization. So we are going from Echo Delta
Regular
Delta Papa to
383,
Echo Bravo Tower.
Pushback, calling back shuttle. Remember Cooper and Rebel Tango currently on Charlie. We are texting Alpha 6, but we are also able Alpha 5.
Is our alternate
November Bravo Tango, roger, text left.
line Iris.
Alpha 5.
That's it. Okay.
Cargo Lux CA3, text to landing point 26 left via Victor, Sierra 10.
Hollow point 26 left via Victor, Sierra 4, control 3.
Postman 5244, taxi.
I was really busy as well.
Postman 5244, squawk 2005.
Box 2005, Postman 5244.
Postman 5241, wind 230 degrees, 16 knots, runway 26 left, here for takeoff.
Okay, let's continue as he is doing that.
Postman 21 Golf, traffic,
1, 2,
EasyJet
3,
8320
4,
Neo, short final, report traffic inside.
Okay, just apart from the doors, we don't have any cautions. Clear that. And status looks
212
normal.
Delta, taxi right via Tango, hold short of Sierra 1.
Book MEL CDL items are checked. Aircraft configuration summary is checked. OABs are checked. Aircraft acceptance is performed.
Roger.
Okay. Come on, there's nobody giving me a gap to talk. I think I'll have to step away.
The 358 Leipzig Tower, low, continue.
Leipzig Tower, this is Postman 1444, downwind around 6
Okay. Anyways,
Gas station call when established, I'm tower only.
perfect.
Roger.
Let's continue with the procedures.
ET 358 with 230 degrees, 16 knots from A to 6.
Preliminary performance determination. Performance. We don't know what runways in use. Let me
Postman
get
21 Golf, traffic now short final, report on site.
Yeah, go traffic first and over.
Postman
Okay,
21 Golf,
at
behind
the
mentioned traffic, line up
runway.
6 left, right behind.
Yeah, we jet on the board.
Traffic block position on April 1 of the
Postman 5244, we're ready to taxi.
Station
26
131,
right.
Two stations, Postman 131 tower, hello.
Postman 5241, Airbus 2000.
Postman 5241 is identified, monitoring from 1 to 2 decimal 8, bye-bye.
That's okay. Performance determination is done. We'll do the before walk-around checks. Before that, I just want to
Tango, line up 26 right.
Line up 26 right, Bravo Tango.
Boston 95244 is taxi.
Boston 5244, taxi turning point 26 left via Victor Sierra 10.
come on.
Victor 010, Boston 52.
Chavo, good afternoon.
Okay,
Lufthansa 420, radio check, please.
Tango 5 Papa Lima, roger, there's traffic in front, I call you back.
Last mission calling clear 5 by 5. Brooklyn 26 November, clear pushback.
Okay.
Boston 26 November, pushback approved.
So actually, this has to be there. That's the reason. Okay. Looks good.
German cargo 6514.
So we have done the radio check before walk-around checks, just like the A320. So as you can see now, I'll turn this down a little bit. It's kind of disturbing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at the manual gauges instead of the ECAM. We can cross-check that with the ECAM now. And boarding has already started. Everything looks good. I will just put in the weight and balance. So update from SimBrief and apply load to the aircraft. Okay, perfect.
Short final to 6 left, report inside.
We're visual with the traffic, please.
Okay. Doing the before walk-around checks. First thing is the oxygen quantity. That has to be checked on the overhead panel on the manual oxygen quantity indicator. That's pretty much here. Okay. So oxygen quantity is checked. It's both in the green. Then the hydraulic quantity has to be checked, which is again on the overhead panel over here. Hydraulic quantity is in the green. And then you check the engine oil quantities, which is over here. So we have 20 quarts, which is more than enough, which can also be cross-checked on the ECAM. So basically over here it's cross-checked as well. Hydraulic quantities can be cross-checked as well, but the oxygen quantity has to be checked on the overhead panel on this particular aircraft. It's not on the door page like the A320. Okay. Those checks are completed. We'll do the alternate braking test now. Now, as you know, on the A320, it's just normal and off. So on this, we'll put to the alternate on position, release the parking brake, and then do the alternate braking test and set the parking brake again. Right? So alternate braking test is completed. Ground spoilers are disarmed and retracted. Flap positions are 0, which is verified on the physical indicator. Masters are off, thrust levers are idle, parking brake is set. Circuit breakers are checked. Landing gear pins and covers are checked, and rain repellent is checked. Perfect. Before walk-around checks are completed, we'll start with the overhead flows, just like we'll do on the 320, bottom to top. Okay, at this point, I would say refueling. We need 1 point. Let me check that. No. So, total fuel we are going to take is. Okay, planned takeoff fuel is 10.9 tons and 10.9 tons is cross-checked as well. Block fuel, okay, 12.46, which is more than enough. That is cross-checked. Okay. Okay, that is cross-checked, and yeah. Let's head upstairs. Fueling is completed, so we can turn on the no smoking signs and the seatbelt signs off. Dome light we can leave it off. It is a daytime departure, and all other lights extinguished here. Ground control on, and the CVR test push button is over here on this aircraft. That's done. Strobes to auto, nav and logo lights to position 1, just like on the Airbus 320. APU is checked, ignition is in the cutoff position, fuel pumps can come on at this point, refueling is complete. we have finished the APU fire test, so we can do the engine fire test. 2, 3, 4, 5, and loop A, loop B, fire warning, and the ECAM caution should come on. Auto thrust system can come on, and the yaw damper can come on. The pitch trim has to be turned on after the IRS is aligned. Now, okay. So boarding is complete. So anyways, after the IRS is aligned, then only we'll turn on the pitch trim. We're not going to turn it on right now. Okay, engine 1 fire test is completed. Okay, and engine here. Emergency exit lights to the arm position. Oxygen is checked. Probe heats can come on at this point. Crew supply can come on at this point. It should be. I don't think it's modeled here. Okay, no problem. And engine fire test on this as well. Looking for the successful fire test. Okay, there's the caution. Okay, everything else looks good. Cockpit door can be in the unlocked position currently. Okay, that's okay. Then annunciator lights test. Annunciator light test is completed. Okay. Okay, pressurization is checked. We'll set the landing elevation. It has to be set manually of this aircraft. Okay, everything else on the overhead looks good. Let's head to the center console. Let's sync the gyro, and I will enter the altimeter as well. Gyro synced. Landing elevation for Brussels is it is 175 feet, so we can set it as 200 feet. 200 feet is set, and let's put in the altimeter setting for our departure now. So yeah, it is departure 265. I don't know where it is. Why is the altimeter not mentioned? 9092. So altimeter pretty low setting today, 9092. That's just the warning because both the altimeters are not in check. We'll set 9092 here as well. We'll set the field elevation for our departure so we can have a look at how high we are off the ground. Okay, just all of this happens automatically in the Airbus. 320 here we have to do it manually. That's okay, but it's a fun little aircraft to fun. It's not a little aircraft; it's quite a big aircraft. Okay, 9092 is set. Okay, there we go. Altimeters are set. Landing elevation is set. Clock is set. Anti-skid steering to the normal and on position. And FCU will come on once we turn on the pitch trim only. Not now. Brake fan is off and clock is checked. And we have to do the landing gear position test. There we go. That's done. Let's head here. Okay, here just the RMPs are set. We are not using the ADF as of now. We'll set the VR frequencies later on. With the radar is the ECAM controls are normal, checked. Okay, everything, thrust levers are idle, gravity gear extension is stowed. Oh damn, somebody is getting shouted at.
The next 10 minutes there.
Somebody is getting shouted at.
Crossing 2, 6 left.
Oh damn.
Postman 1444, welcome to Leipzig. Make a left turn on Tango, call you back shortly.
Okay,
Ultra left in Tango, Postman 1444.
okay, that's done.
Catalyst 5 Papa Lima, continue taxi to holding point 26 left via Tango, Sierra Niner.
Okay, all the checks there is done. Just the FMS preparation.
Postman 6768, wind 230 degrees, 16 knots, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, we are doing a a300-600R, CF6 powerful engines.
Taxi to position 407 via Tango,
And
Sierra
we
4
have
and
our
Victor.
GPS primary navigation accuracy is upgraded, so we can basically turn on the pitch trim now. And that would turn on the turn on our
Postman
FCU as well.
1444, position 407, Sierra 4 and Victor.
Okay,
Position 4
Initialization.
for Victor, Postman 1444.
ED358, taxi now right onto November.
Boston this is 100, but I'll be using 10 today.
10
Cruising flight level is
Taxi right on November, position 109.
340. Cruising flight level is 340 for today. Cruising average winds is
German Cargo 6514, taxi holding point 26 left via Victor, Sierra 10.
yeah 26 at 04.
Holding point 26 left, German Cargo 6514.
04. That's it. This page is filled up. The IF.
Postman 6768, identified 1200 feet, monitoring
I'll get the
122
clearance.
decimal 8. Bye-bye.
I do want to talk to ground, but this guy is very busy. Tower, good afternoon. Lufthansa 420, radio check please.
Thanks, Unicom 1228, Postman 6768, choose.
Postman 4 Alpha Bravo, wind 230 degrees, 16 knots, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 26 left, thanks, Postman 4 Alpha Bravo.
Leipzig Tower, or hello again, Postman 3 and Tango. We can support to Munich, information Oscar.
Postman 3 on Tango, Leipzig Tower, number 3 for clearance. Cannon 379 Leipzig Tower, only static sound, no voice. If you can hear me, reduce to final approach speed. Proceeding traffic, only 2.8 miles up.
I have to get the clearance before setting up the MCD. He can hear me. I think he can hear me. I'm pretty sure he can hear me. Okay.
FedEx 566 Hotel Leipzig Tower.
Right.
Information Oscar is now current, not ever approved. Geht London Heathrow. Den after by the ersten issue your flight plan. Call you back shortly.
So if we begin for FedEx 566.
Tower, Lufthansa 420. We have information Oscar stand 130, request clearance to Brussels.
Lufthansa 420, no flight plan received. The FedEx 566 Hotel ready to copy.
That's the reason. I'm pretty sure I filed it. Let me just do it
FedEx
again.
566 Hotel information Oscar startup approved. Cleared London Heathrow. PNM Bonn Sierra. Thereafter direct Odloon, flight planned route. Climb via SID flight level 70 and squawk 2076.
Was a clear to Heathrow via the 1 Sierra departure, climb maintain, climb via SID 7000, squawk 2076, FedEx 566.
FedEx 566 Hotel, make sure PNM Bonn Sierra. FedEx 566 Hotel, read back correct. KLM 379, wind 230 degrees, 16 knots, 26 left, clear to land.
Okay.
And still only static sound, no voice. Postman 4 Alpha Bravo, please do not turn by your own. Yeah, continue Tango, call you back.
Apologies about that. Continue Tango. Postman 4 Alpha Bravo. We're just trying to get up the runway there.
Cargo looks 383, line up from me 26 left.
On that runway 26 left, Cargo looks 33.
Leipzig, good evening. This is Postman 032 with
Let me set it up as per my flight plan.
On board, probably on the A300 requesting
We are departing 326
Calling
right.
number 3, call you back. Postman 4 Alpha Bravo, taxi to position 434 via Sierra 5 at Victor.
Taxi 2 stand 434 by Sierra 5 from Victor. Thanks. Postman 4 Alpha Bravo.
KLM
And then
379,
one
vacate right via Hotel 1.
Postman 183, very good evening. Requested to see clearance to this
Secondary flight plan, we are coming
Yeah,
back.
would be nice if you
here.
listen to the frequency. First, the KLM 379, vacate right via Hotel 1.
Yeah, this guy is. He's been online for quite some time, but that's not how you talk to pilots.
Only
It's not
static sound, no
acceptable.
voice.
And I don't understand why this guy is behaving like that. Okay, whatever.
Postman 5244 behind the departing Boeing 747-800, line up runway
Okay,
26 left and wait behind.
I'll set up the
Behind
VOR
traffic,
frequency.
Postman 800, line up and wait behind. Postman 5244, thank you.
Postman 329, ready to copy?
Postman 329, go ahead.
Postman 329, information Oscar, firm approved, cleared Lyon, Nefco to Sierra, flight plan route, climb your sit, flight level 70, squawk is 1000.
Oscar correct, flight approved, cleared Lyon, Nefco to Sierra departure, flight plan route, climb flight level 70, squawk 1000, Postman 329.
Postman 329, correct. KLM 379, taxi to position 103 via Hotel 1 and November. Still only static sound, may you check, should check your microphone.
Tower Lufthansa 420, we have updated flight plan, please check if you have received it.
Cargo looks 383, wind 230 degrees, 16 knots, rate 26 left, clear for takeoff.
This is left clear for takeoff, Cargo looks 33.
Leipzig Tower Delta 243, requesting access meaningful information off ready copy.
Delta 243, tower low, number 3.
Again for KLM 379er.
These guys are.
379, I hear you now, 5 by 5.
Tower with the Nico.
Wait for pushing stuff.
FedEx 566 Hotel, pushback approved.
Okay, that's done. Frequencies are set.
FedEx 566 Hotel, pushback approved.
Well, the pushback approved for the flight also.
KLM 552 behind the departing A300, line up runway 26 left and wait behind.
They're departing A300, line up away,
I'm just
26
setting
left
up
behind for
because
KLM 550.
I'll just set it up and be
Postman
ready
31
to
Tango, are you ready to copy clearance?
Ready copy, go ahead.
Postman 31 Tango, information Oscar, current startup approved, cleared Munich, GoLat to Sierra departure, flight plan 2, climb your sit flight level 70, squawk 1000.
Clear to Munich via GoLat to Sierra departure, initial
1224.
flight level 70, score 1000. Postman 3 to go.
Postman 31 Tango, correct.
Tower with the Nico. Cargo Hotel, Star Victor, ready to copy everything, copy Oscar, to IFR.
Station calling number 34, cleared up standby. Postman 5244, wind 230 degrees, 16 knots, from E26 left, here
Come
for
on, what
takeoff.
happened to my
Disregard, Postman 5244, thanks.
Cargo looks 383, identify 2600 feet, monitor Unicom, 122 decimal 8, bye-bye.
Proceed, decimal 8, thank you.
Something's wrong with my mouse.
KLM 379, as I said, taxi to gate 103 via Hotel 1 and November.
Just give me a moment. Something's wrong with the mouse. I'm just disconnected. Connected.
KLM 379er, taxi to gate 103 via Hotel and November. KLM 379er.
Postman 8032, are you ready to copy clearance?
Postman 8032, copy.
Postman 8032, information Oscar, startup approved, cleared Lisboa via NEFCO to Sierra departure, flight plan route, climb your flight level 70, squawk 2234.
Over clear to Lisbon via the NEFCO 20 departure, flight by route, climb be the safety 7,000 feet, squawk 2234 for Postman 8032.
Postman 8032, read back correct.
That should have fixed the issue. There's my mouse back.
Postman 26 November behind the departing KLM 738, line up runway 26 left and wait behind.
Behind departing KLM,
29-2.
wait and line up wait behind Postman 26 November.
KLM 552, wind 230 degrees, 16 knots, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
16 left, sorry, that's for me. Was that for me, KLM 552?
KLM 552, correct, wind 230 degrees, 16 knots, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
26 left, cleared for takeoff, KLM 552.
Postman 5244, identify 3,400 feet, monitor Unicorn, 122 decimal 8, bye.
The office are in it be performance will set it up.
Delta 243, are you ready to copy clearance?
Delta 243 ready.
Delta 243, information Oscar, startup approved, cleared Munich, Gola to November, departure, flight plan route, climb via sit flight level 70 and squawk 1000.
Here's Munich, Gola to November, departure, climb by set up, flight level 70 and squawk 1000 Leipzig.
Delta 243, read back correct.
Postman 329, stand 424, request pushback.
Postman 329, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Postman 329.
Postman 8032, stand 435, ready for the
Postman 8032, pushback approved.
Thank you, Rahul, for subscribing to the channel and welcome to the stream.
Leipzig Tower, Postman 3 Tango, stand 403, request official start.
Postman 31 Tango, pushback approved.
Postman 3 Tango.
Tower Lufthansa 420, the flight plan is updated. Stand 130, we have information Oscar, request clearance to Brussels.
Lufthansa 420, information Papa now current startup, approved cleared Brussels, PLM 1 Sierra departure, disregard standby short. Via the PLM 1 November departure, runway 26 right, flight plan route, climb your sit flight level 70, squawk is 1000.
Can you repeat the squawk, Lufthansa 420?
Lufthansa 420, squawk 1000, 1000.
Okay, clear to Brussels via the flight plan route. Penim 1 November departure, 26 right, climb via the SID to 7,000 feet initially and squawk 1000, Lufthansa 420.
Lufthansa 420, correct. Postman 26 November, wind 230 degrees, 1 knots, right 26 left,
finally. That's great.
26 left, clear for takeoff, Postman 26 November.
I had to wait.
KLM 552, identified 6,300 feet, monitor Unicom 122, decimal 8, bye-bye.
122, decimal 8, bye-bye. Delta 243 there, push start, stand 124.
And
Delta 243, pushback approved, face east.
Pushback approved, face east, Delta 243.
okay, and
German cargo 6514 behind the departing Boeing 738, line up runway 26 left and wait behind.
Roger, behind the departing 738, line up and wait 26 left behind. German cargo 6514.
Oscar Hotel Alpha Bravo Victor, are you ready to copy?
Copy, Oscar Hotel Alpha Victor.
Oscar Bravo Victor, information Papa current startup approved, cleared to Tel Aviv. Dresden to Sierra departure, flight plan route, disregard. Let me check your position. It's the Dresden to November departure, 26 right. Flight plan route, climb via SID flight level 70, squawk
164, 163, 163.
Tel Aviv, Dresden 1 November departure, 26 right, squawk 2053, initial climb 12 level 70, and information Papa Oscar Hotel Alpha Bravo Victor.
Oscar Bravo Victor, nearly correct, squawk 2054.
No, 154, 163,
rest of clearance correct.
054, Squawk, Oscar Hotel, Habrovic.
163.
Postman 26 November, identify 3,300 feet, but it's
163
Unicom
on the
122 decimal 8, bye-bye.
So all of this has to be set manually, unlike the Airbus A320 where we just set it on the website.
Requested to clearance information
And
Papa.
I will set it to pre-select.
Postman
And
1833, number 1,
clean
call you back shortly.
speed.
German
And,
cargo 6514,
218.
wind 230 degrees, 1 for knots, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Actually 1908, I'll set it to 1.
Cargo 5 Papa Lima behind departing, 777, line up runway 26 left, and wait behind.
Okay, perfect.
Departing 777,
Performance is done and progress page.
Postman 1833, information Papa current, start approved,
26.
cleared to...
And let me check if the QNH has changed. Everything else looks good.
to Sierra departure, flight plan route, climb your set, flight number 70,
Yeah,
squawk
no, that's
2106.
Perfect. Everything else looks good. I'll just do a quick departure briefing. We're departing the Pan Am 1 November departure. Transition altitude 5000, RI1 required, which we do have. We are already in contact with tower. We'll be transferred on to radar, which will be 126065.
Postman 1833, correct. Dresden to Sierra, Delta Romeo November to Sierra.
126065.
Dresden to Sierra for departure, Postman 183.
Just planning ahead.
Postman
But I don't
1833,
think
correct.
this frequency is available. 1228 is what he's going to transfer.
Leipzig Tower, good evening.
300, I've got 405. Requesting IFR to Heathrow with Papa.
Okay, that looks good.
German cargo 6514,
we are departing
2800 feet,
on
monitor
heading
Unicom
off
122
262
decimal 8, bye-bye.
and then on to heading off 357. So 260 on the heading will be set.
Postman 238, Leipzig Tower, hello, information Papa, current start approved. Cleared London Heathrow,
Okay,
or track
perfect.
5 Sierra departure,
And,
5 plan route, 5
nav
years flight
and
level
profile
70,
can be
squawk
armed.
2110.
Looks good. Everything else looks good on the FCU. Flight actors are on. Constraint here and constraint on the
Can you repeat the departure again, please?
Constraint on that
Postman
side.
238.
Perfect.
Postman 238, or track 5 Sierra departure.
Oxygen test is completed. PFD and D brightness is set.
Heathrow,
Vertical speed heading. Climb and nav are armed. FCU is set, checked on both sides, altimeter is checked, lateral scans are complete, and
Postman 238, correct.
we are expecting a taxi
230 degrees, 1 for knots,
via
clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Galaxy 5, Papa Lima.
okay, he may give me 26 right, okay. We are expecting November, Whiskey 1, Charlie all the way till 26 right. Okay, perfect. Everything else looks good.
Yeah, Victor, Sierra 10, position short single.
Okay, departure briefing is completed. No hotspots on the taxiway. Let's do the checklist.
Delta 243, taxi holding point 26 right via November, Echo 7, Charlie, and Alpha 7.
Basically, before start checklist, cockpit preparations complete. Fuel quantity is
November, Echo 7, Charlie, and Alpha 7 for
12.4 tons. Checked. Takeoff data is
We would taxi.
To station FedEx
154, 163, 163, and flex.
via
Let me set the
Victor,
flex temperature.
Sierra 1, Tango, and Sierra
Flex
9.
temperature of 63, which has to be set manually.
One
Here,
way, 26 left,
we are going to do
Sierra
a
1,
flex
Tango, and
departure.
Sierra 9.
That's right, so it's going to go to
Postman 252,
flex takeoff 63.
Postman I032, taxi holding point 26 left via Victor, Sierra 10.
Flex takeoff 63 is set.
2010 for Postman 252.
Landing elevation is set, altimeters are set
Unicom 122 decimal 8.
to 9992 and 9992 on the other side as well.
Great job.
Windows and doors, let's close and arm everything.
Postman 329, ready for taxi.
Okay, at this point,
Postman 329, taxi holding point
Close
26 left via Victor, Sierra 10.
Taxi to holding 126 left via Victor and Sierra 10, Postman 329.
Too small for your aircraft.
okay, perfect. Everything else is done.
Stand
Chocks are off.
47, with information Papa on board, request I-42 call
Okay, we are not yet. Okay, that's good.
Man 162 Leipzig Tower low. Information Papa, startup approved, cleared Cologne, or TAC 5 Sierra, flight plan route, climb via set flight level 7.
Welcome everyone to the stream. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel.
1000 Votak 1 departure and climb at level 70, Postman 162.
Postman 162, read back correct.
Leipzig Tower, good evening, Delta 721, requesting FR clearance to Tel Aviv, information Papa on board.
Lufthansa 721 Leipzig Tower low. Information Papa, startup approved, cleared Tel Aviv via Dresden to November departure, flight plan route, climb via set flight level 70, squawk 2063.
Clear to Tel Aviv as filed, initial climb 7000, squawk 2063, departure via seat Dresden to November, Delta 71.
Lufthansa 721, read back correct.
Tower, good evening, Postman 3314, information Papa, request clearance to Oslo.
Postman 3314 Leipzig Tower low. Information Papa,
We are
clearance.
pretty much ready to go. We get
Oslo Gardermoen, PNM 1 Sierra departure, flight plan route, climb via set flight level 70, squawk 2232.
Clear to Oslo via the PNM 1 Sierra, initial up to 70, 4232, Postman 3314.
Postman 3314, correct.
Lufthansa 420, we are ready for push and start.
Lufthansa 420, pushback approved, face east.
Facing east, pushback approved, Lufthansa 420. Okay, facing to east.
Postman 8.
Postman 183, request push.
Degrees 1 for knots, rate 26, left for takeoff.
Good signal for the TC staff for Postman 183, thank you very much.
This parking is too small.
Postman 183, request push and start.
Postman 1833, pushback approved.
Okay, as the
Postman 183.
pushback is coming on, we can confirm with the ground crew that all areas are clear. We can arm the doors.
We are departing company line of runway 26 left, Postman 329.
Let's do the before start flows, just like the 320. I'm just going to do the 320 flows here. So, beacon can go to the on position. Beacon to the on position. Windows are closed. Doors are closed and slides are armed. Thrust levers are idle, parking brake is set. And pilot monitoring flows. Before start, ATC is set for operations. Windows are closed, doors are closed, and slides are out. Let's continue with the checklist. Okay. Beacon is on and parking brake is set. Before start checklist is complete. Okay. I am just gonna head outside and make sure the TXS is doing what it's supposed to do.
Take Alpha 7 to holding point 26 right, because on a chart that looks to be a speedway out.
Negative, it's also an intersection, but also at the moment you have to watch your speed. I have a high speed indication here. Alpha 7 is correct, reduce your speed and then right onto Charlie.
Alright, we have reduced the speed, sorry about that.
Let's clear all the other services.
Otherwise the system is marking this as high speed.
405 Papa.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Postman 238, pushback approved.
Let me just push it back manually now. Otherwise, it's going to take a long time.
Postman 8032, identified 2000 feet, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Oh, we're sitting over to do some Postman 183, thank you very much. Yeah.
PS is behaving weirdly today.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Departure requested, waiting for what? I don't want.
Will that be a left here? Should I be okay?
Correct, left turn and then join Alpha 7.
Can't I just complete the
Postman
boarding?
3314, request push start.
Postman 3314, pushback approved.
Pushback, Postman 331.
Actually, I need to start with
Postman
this.
329, I've been 230 degrees, 1 for knots, runway 26 left, here for takeoff.
I don't care about that.
Runway 26 left, clear for takeoff, Postman 329.
Postman 31 Tango behind departing company line on runway 26 left, and wait behind.
Come on.
Okay, the traffic, right up and wait, runway 26 left. Postman 2 Tango.
Actually, you know what?
243
Let's
line on runway
start
26 right.
engines here on
Line up
start.
and wait, runway 26
And just push it back with the reverse thrust.
Leipzig Tower, service, Postman 62 Whiskey with information Papa, requesting IFR to Castrup as well.
Postman 26 Whiskey Leipzig Tower, low information Papa correct, flight approved, clear top main. Via Penam to Sierra departure, flight plan route, climb your sit flight level 70, squawk 2240.
Clear to Copenhagen, Penam to Sierra departure, initially 70 and squawk 2240, 62 Whiskey.
Postman 62 Whiskey, feedback correct. Delta 243, wind 230 degrees, 14 knots, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
For takeoff, runway 26 right, for level 23.
Delta 721, we have some issues with pushback track, so we have to cancel pushback. Can you please give the clearance to the aircraft on our right?
Lufthansa 721, no problem, then report when ready for taxi. Lufthansa 420, your pushback clearance is also cancelled.
Pushback clearance cancelled. Lufthansa 430, we copy that. Okay, that's why we are starting engines
Oscar
also.
Bravo
That's
Victor,
okay.
pushback approved, face east.
Pushback approved face east, Oscar Hotel, Bravo, thank you.
Postman 329, radar contact 2200 feet, monitor Unicom 122.8. Tschüss.
Unicom 1228, Postman 329, vielen Dank, tschüss.
Enjoy the sounds. I don't know why GA6 is acting weirdly. It should push up.
Stop West ground services.
Postman 238, text to heading point 26 left via Victor and Sierra 10.
Sector here.
26 left via Victor,
Clear everything.
Postman 238.
Postman 31 Tango, wind 230 degrees, 14 knots, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Left takeoff, runway 26 left, Postman 2 Tango.
Looks good.
FedEx 566 Hotel behind the departing A300, line up runway 26 left and right behind.
Alright, behind the departing A300, line up runway 26 left, FedEx 566.
Okay, let's do the after
Delta
sub flows.
243 identified for correction 1400 feet, monitor Unicom 122.8.
Mode selector is normal. APU bleed can go
Unicom
off.
for Delta 243, great up today, thank you. Have a great day.
APU master switch can go off. Engine anti-airsing is not required. Nose wheel to taxi. And runway turn off lights can come on. ECAM status, nose wheel steering disconnected is checked. And pallet monitoring flows. Ground spoilers are armed.
26 left.
Pitch trim is set for takeoff. Rudder trim is neutral.
Oscar Hotel,
And
we will
flaps
give enough
are-
space for pushback for Deltas. Correction, Lufthansa 71 and the aircraft on the right, Lufthansa 420, just for information.
Okay, Roger, so you will taxi in the direction of position 118 or so?
And flaps 15 is set.
No, just make the long pushback, Oscar Hotel, Alpha Victor.
Okay, Roger, I will see.
Lufthansa 420, we are ready for push as well.
162, request push and start.
Postman 162, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Postman 162.
Postman 31 Tango identified 2200 feet, monitor
Okay,
Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Okay, and nose wheel steering, ECAM status is checked.
Thanks for service, have a good day, bye bye.
Postman 3314, request taxi.
Postman 3314, text joining point 26 left via Victor and Sierra 10.
Postman 1.26 left via Victor, Sierra 10, Postman 3314.
Postman Postman 1833, give way to company traffic crossing left to right on Victor.
Postman 183, roger.
Postman 3314, follow the company traffic on the right hand side, holding point 26 left.
Roger, follow the company on the right, 26 left. Postman 3314.
FedEx 566 hotel, wind 230 degrees, 1 for north, runway 26 left, departing.
No, Gnostic Place, hi, what's up?
Yeah, 26 left, we have takeoff, FedEx 566 tail.
Leipzig Tower, Postman 96, Victor, final 26 left.
Postman 96 Victor, Leipzig Tower.
Tower, Lufthansa 420, we are ready for push and start now.
Lufthansa 420, perfect, pushback approved, face east.
Pushback approved, facing east, Lufthansa 420. As this is an older Airbus, there is no limitation on using reverse thrust for pushback. That's what we are going to do. We are deploying the reverse and we are pushing back on the thrust. Okay, parking brake is set. Okay.
FedEx 566 hotel, identified 2,500 feet, monitor Unicom 1 to 2 decimal 8, bye-bye.
And let's do the after start checklist. Pitch trim is set, trim is 0, spoilers are on, slats and flaps are 15-15, ECAM status is checked, anti-icing is off, and signals are received. And we do the flows, terrain on NT, there, terrain there, auto brake set to maximum, squawk is set, radar predictive ensure can go on now.
Postman 183 on holding point on runway 26 left.
Takeoff config test. Before takeoff, down to the line, flight control says 5 controls, full left, full right.
Postman 1833, line up 26 left.
Pull
Postman
down,
183, line up
neutral, pull up, neutral,
Postman
pull
906
left,
Victor, expect 2 more
neutral,
departures,
pull
wind
right,
check 230 degrees, 1 for
neutral.
north.
Flight controls are checked, free and correct. Flight instruments are checked, briefing is completed. The speeds are 154, 160, 163, flex.
4 miles, final report traffic inside.
Flex 63 is checked.
Postman 3314.
Slats and flaps are 15-15,
26 left and wait behind.
15-15, and takeoff config is
landing
on.
traffic, line up and wait behind 26 left. Postman 3314.
1833, be prepared for immediate departure. Traffic is on 3.5 miles, final 26 left.
Okay, and we are ready to go.
Postman 183, roger.
Lufthansa 420, we are ready to taxi.
Postman 1833, wind 230 degrees, 1 for north, right 26 left, it's takeoff, no delay.
Postman 183, takeoff.
Lufthansa 420, taxi to holding point 26 right via November, Echo 7, Charlie and Alpha 7.
Holding point 26 out via November Echo 7 Charlie Alpha 7 Lufthansa 420.
Lufthansa 420. If you need full length, confirm you need full length.
Yes, we will require full length Lufthansa 420.
Okay, roger. Then taxi to intersection Alpha 8 via November Echo 7 and Charlie.
Taxi to intersection Alpha 8 November Echo 7 Charlie Lufthansa 420. Okay, perfect. Looks good. November Echo 7 Charlie and Alpha
721,
8.
roger, call it back Charlie.
Okay. Parking brake is released. Let's get this party going. Chaka can come on. Big aircraft. Very big
Postman
aircraft.
6 Victor, wind 230 degrees, 1 for knots, from 26 left, clear to land.
6 left, clear to land, 96 Victor.
Why we are not turning?
Postman 162 ready for taxi.
Postman
Yes,
162, taxi to holding point 26 left via Victor and Sierra 10.
Victor Sierra 10, Postman 162.
Postman 183 after takeoff, passing 2,800.
Postman 1833, identified monitor Unicom 122, decimal 8, bye-bye.
Postman 183, monitor Unicom, thank you for control, bye-bye.
Postman 238, same for you, continue on Unicom 122, decimal 8, bye-bye.
Come on, one turn.
Postman 238, Unicom 122, decimal 8, bye-bye.
I think I'll disconnect because he's gonna shout at me at this rate. And we're not even moving. What the fuck? Come on. GSS is acting very weird. The parking brake released. Start turning. Yeah, there we go.
Postman 6 Victor, taxi via Sierra 4 and Victor.
Sierra 4 and Victor, Postman 96 Victor.
There's an also extended display. Fuck. We don't even need to set that much thrust. It's a big aircraft. You just keep it rolling and it just moves. And slow down.
Oscar Bravo Victor, confirm ready to taxi.
Affirmative, Oscar, Hotel, Victor.
My video
Oscar
seems to
Bravo
be
Victor,
stuck.
loading
Yeah, I know.
point 26 right via November, Echo
think
7,
it's
Charlie and
might be an
Alpha 7.
issue. Let me just check
Taxi
that.
to Dodge point 26 right via November, Echo 7, Charlie, Alpha 7, Oscar, Bravo, Victor.
Okay. Now it should be better.
Postman
It should-
3314, wind 230 degrees, 1 for knots, rate 26 left, clear for takeoff.
36 left, clear takeoff, Postman 3314.
Postman 906 Victor, taxi to position 427 via Victor.
Okay, it should be good now.
427 via Victor, Postman 96.
Thank you everybody for joining the stream. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we had some
Postman 162, ready
glitches,
line up for me 26 left.
some glitches with GXX, but that's okay.
Postman 162.
The pushback did not work. We
Postman
reversed.
721, pushback approved, face east.
Pushback approved, face to November Southwest.
We're still perfect on departure time. That's okay. As you can see, the thrust is absolutely idle, but the aircraft is accelerating because of these powerful
Good evening, Postman
CF6
167 at
engines.
stand 452 information on board. Request now for clearance to Nottingham.
We're taking the next
Postman
left.
137, Leipzig Tower, information, Papa correct, startup approved. Cleared East Midlands, PNM1, Sierra departure, flight plan route, climb via set flight level 70, squawk 2004.
Clear to Midland, ready, Panamontia departure, initial climb 70 and squawk 2004, Postman Western.
Postman 137, correct?
Use differential braking to turn here. I don't know, the nose wheel tail is behaving quite weirdly today, but quite a big aircraft. No, this didn't happen on the cargo version. I think I'll fly the cargo version tomorrow. Next flight on to Charlie.
Postman 162, wind 230 degrees 14 knots, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
Lift takeoff 26 left, Postman 162.
Delta 7 to 1 ready for taxi, expecting departure from Alpha 9.
Lufthansa 271, taxi to holding point 26 right via November, Echo 7, Charlie and Alpha 9.
Taxi to holding point Alpha 9, via November, Echo 7, Charlie, Alpha 9R, Lufthansa 71.
Quite fast, let's slow down. I want to be slow for this turn, otherwise I'm not going to make it. That's a weird glitch in the scenery. Oh my god. As you know, for any wide body,
to identified 1,700 feet monitor.
overshoot the turn and then you start turning.
Unicom 1 estimate, Postman 162, bye-bye.
As you can see, my tiller is full right, but it's not doing anything. There we go.
Postman 62 Whiskey, ready for pushback and startup.
Postman 62 Whiskey, pushback approved.
With the cargo version, I didn't have
Push
these
approved,
issues.
62 Whiskey.
Traffic, this is Postman 162, climbing flight level 260.
What are these stupid glitches on the scenery? I hope this is not there on the runway. Oh my god, what? Weird taxiway glitches. Look at that. What the fuck is that?
West, descending 3000 feet for the island 26 left, inbound Delta Papa 462, 11 miles out.
I think I'll just do it. Oh, it's not even moving. Come on. There's a weird glitch in the scenery. What the fuck? Now we are stuck. Can't I just reposition it? Not moving. I think I'll disconnect from VATSIM at this point because the aircraft is stuck. I'm just gonna.
20 Delta overhead, Delta Papa.
I'm just gonna disconnect from VATSIM, reposition myself on the runway, and just get going. I mean, what's that supposed to be? I mean, that's a stupid glitch on the runway. Look at that. So just look at how the scenery looks here. That's absolutely weird. Look at that. How is the plane supposed to move if the taxiway is like that? What's that gonna do? They're basically stuck. Let me see if I can reverse out of this. Obviously, this is not gonna happen in real life. Stupid shit. Yeah, that's absolutely bullshit. That's absolutely bullshit. What a stupid scenery designer. That guy. How am I supposed to taxi over there? I hope there's no glitches like that on the runway. Otherwise, I'm just ending the stream here. This is absolutely frustrating and bullshit. Let's just fly without ADC. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but yeah, I did not expect that to happen. Obviously, I did not expect a big ass mountain to be in a taxiway like that. And yeah, obviously, I would not reverse out in that situation. Yeah, in real life, but yeah, I mean, it's an older aircraft, and reverse thrust is allowed to be used for reversing out of such positions. So yeah, I just made use of that. And we are taking Alpha 8. Okay. Let's use this point. Yeah, we can enjoy the aircraft like this, and we can learn a little bit on the procedures as compared to struggling there with ADC and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure we can do a nice next stream. I'm gonna do it with the ADC and make sure all of these stupid glitches don't happen. It's a big aircraft. We're not gonna stop in a turn. Stop right over here. So as you can see, you might think that I've overshot the whole shot point, but if we head outside, as you can see, we are still before the whole shot point. It's such a big aircraft that out of the window, this entire region is not visible. That's why I'm stopping over the whole shot line. The cockpit is over the whole shot line. Right. So let's set the parking brake. Before takeoff flows, pilot flying. Runway is clear. Approach path is clear. We're not online. So all lights on. Nose wheel to takeoff, strobes can come on. And pilot monitoring the flow, basically chicas to TARA. Approach path is clear, runway is confirmed, 26 right. We will keep the packs on for this departure, and all crew takeoff stations as well as, yeah, that's it. And the before takeoff checklist below the line. Before takeoff checklist below the line, transponder is set, TCAS TR8, motor brake is set to max, ignition is normal. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Let's assume we have been cleared to take off, and let's get going. Okay, as you can see, the flows are basically literally the same that I used to do on 320. Okay, and then bring up the throttle cam and enjoy the sounds for departure. You guys are enjoying the stream apart from the scenery hiccup. I think everything else is going good, and the GSX hiccup as well. That didn't happen on the cargo aircraft that I did my test sector with. We are lined up, and I feel there's some issue with the, let me check something here just a moment before we depart. Something happening here. It's absolutely fine. Okay, anyways, okay, parking brake is set, we are ready for departure. Okay, and throttle cam is on. Enjoy the departure. I'll bring up the yoke as well. Slide forward pressure. Thrust set 50. This is an Airbus. Maintain center line. Okay, engines are stable. Thrust. Thrust SRS runway. Flight directors 1. The nice roar of that engine. It's a beautiful, beautiful aircraft. $80 knots are coming up. Forward pressure released. Correcting for the crosswind. 100 knots checked. We are V1 and then rotate. We are positive climb, get up. And we can go selected speed. Start making our right turn for this departure. Flap set 1. Profile thrust. Now, profile plan. Above SP, flap 0, and ground spoilers can be distant. We're going to be maintaining 230 knots as per the constraint. So there's no altimeter on the PFT. We have to see the altitude and the vertical speed here. And the TCAS is also displayed on the IVSI. Perfect. Looks good. Thank you everybody for joining. Going great. Thank you so much. Okay, there's the thrust reduction altitude. gonna go to pre-selected thrust. Speed. To be making that turn, and I'll engage autopilot 1. Flight deck is 1, command 1. Actually, I'll go to heading select. Heading select, and let's go. Let's level change. To be making a right turn. Oh, this aircraft, just apart from the normal push and pull in the Airbus, there are a few more things that can be done here. Let's continue the flight. Can be on. Actually, I'll keep it on heading select for some time. Let's go here. Direct Pan Am search. See here. Program the rest of the flight plan. Pan Am, from Pan Am, Airway, Yankee 233 up till M box. And okay, we are on our way. Now we can set nav mode. Checked. Set back there. I'll just finish setting up. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, M box, and then from M box. Oh, it's because of the aircraft turning like that. I didn't know that would do that. Lima 9 Air 86. From there, Powell. From Powell, we are going direct to Abami. From Abami, Zulu 717 to Nerel. From Nerel, Tango 855. Tango 855. To Ageni. Again on Tango 855. To Batty, and then the Batty arrival. We'll brief the arrival later on. Rest of the flight plan is programmed. Okay. We are continuing to maintain 7,000. After Pan Am, we'll climb to a cruising altitude of 340 degrees, 34,000 feet. Let's set the speed to our green dot speed. And turning through Pan Am, let's set 34,000 feet and profile thrust, profile climb now. Okay, perfect. And I will get rid of the throttle cam and bring you back between the flight. Thank you so much, Sri Lakshmi. Actually, we have to finish the acceleration flows. So flaps are 0, spoilers are disarmed, and landing gear to the neutral position, which we don't have on the 320. It's just up and down. And if you go here, anyways, we're passing through 10,000 as well. Nose lights off, runway turn offs off. We'll turn off the landing lights and seatbelt signs passing 10,000. We are 9,300, 9,400 feet now. Okay, everything else looks good. Yeah, acceleration flows are completed. And progress page, we are going to Echo Bravo Bravo November. Okay. And we'll have to change the VORs. It's all manual on this aircraft. It's all manually done on this aircraft. So let's get the next VOR frequency, which is 045. 045 and 11045 on this. So that's identified here. Perfect. Why do you have to stay at 7K for some time before climbing to? Because the ATC told me to do so. Anyways, we disconnected from the ATC because we had a glitch in the scenery, so the aircraft was not moving, so I had to disconnect. But anyways, he had given me altitude to maintain 7,000 until a particular point, and then we started our climb to 34,000 feet. Okay, passing 10,000 feet. 10,000 feet, pilot monitoring flows, landing lights off. Seatbelt signs can go off. We don't have any turbulence today. And airport here, airport there. Progress page is checked. Max plan cruising is 340, optimum is 340, and maximum is 360. Okay, checked. Yeah, acceleration flows and 10,000 feet flows are complete. There's no checklist, just the after takeoff checklist. If it is there, yeah, after takeoff, climb checklist, slats and flaps are retracted, landing gear is neutral position, packs are on, and altimeter is passing 5,000, so we can set. We're already past 5,000. We can set standard and standard there, and we can set standard here. So. Okay, altimeters are set. After takeoff checklist is completed. Next is just the approach, just like the 320, so it's not very complicated to fly this one. Thank you everybody for joining. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, as we are flying along, we're climbing along nicely. Just that I'll have to keep coming back because the altimeter is physical sort of altimeter, which I cannot pop out onto the other screen. So I'll have to keep coming back to check on that. Until that, you can enjoy the views and enjoy the sound of these beautiful engines. I will turn on music as well. Yeah, sorry for the chaos caused because of the GSX and the scenery, the sort of unexpected things that happen to us streaming. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and hopefully the rest of the flight goes smoothly. Let me turn on the wing light so you can enjoy the views from outside. You guys have noticed something. This is an Airbus with a yoke. That's very unusual, but yeah, it is an Airbus with a yoke. Soon we'll start our descent planning because it's a pretty short route. We will be landing pretty soon. Most of the systems on this aircraft, as I was explaining earlier, is very similar to the A320. Here, at the moment, I wanted to check something that is basically does it show the estimated time? Yes, it does. So 17:11. Currently, it is 16:25. Yeah, we'll be landing in another 30 minutes or so. Yeah, it's a pretty fast aircraft because of the massive engines this plane has. Beautiful classic aircraft. As I told you, it's a beautifully designed aircraft. There are a few glitches But the glitches we experienced today on the ground was not because of the aircraft, it's because of the other things like GSX and the scenery being off and stuff like that. Yep. Thank you all of you for joining Nautic Plays, and please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It'll be very helpful for me, for the channel to grow, and we'll bring you more wonderful content just like this. And I'm planning to make a tutorial series of this particular plane. Oh, did not realize. Yeah, it has a yoke. It has a yoke instead of a side stick. The side stick is missing. This is the first Airbus aircraft that they ever built. They went all out. They basically made a wide body instead of starting with a narrow body like A320. This was the first ever aircraft Airbus have manufactured, designed, built, and manufactured. Okay, as soon as we reach cruising altitude, we'll start our descent preparation as well, because the descent is going to be very soon. Let me increase the range a little bit. Take any questions about the aircraft, about flying, about Microsoft Flight Simulator, sim flying, anything. All questions are welcome. I feel the passenger version of this aircraft by Innibles has a lot more bugs as compared to the cargo version. The cargo version flies beautifully. And we are approaching our cruising level as well. Oh, one more phenomenon that you can see now is, because we are at a higher altitude, we can still see some light. On the ground, it's absolutely dark. Okay, this is called as civil twilight. Okay, you are able to use the amount of usable light because of the curvature of the Earth and the gases that is refracting the light. We are able to see more and use that light for our operations for a longer period as compared to being on the ground. There is a table called the Air Almanac where the civil twilight times are mentioned. This time of sunset and how much of light is usable after sunset. Basically, there's an angle up to which the sun can be below the horizon where we can still see light. That's the phenomenon that we are experiencing here. As you can see, the sun going below the horizon, this is going to go completely black. This time of the day is called as civil twilight. Anyways, I'll plan for the arrival. Let's get the weather. Weather is okay. Anyways, the winds are 240 at 17 knots. So what runway will we be using? Let's go according to our flight plan. Yeah, 25 right seems okay. So we'll be using 25 right for, which is most likely the longest runway as well. And what arrival let's plan for our nav arrival this time. Approach, we can do RNP runway 25 right, which I'm going to brief the plate in a moment. And let's, on what arrival are we coming in? Patty 6 Alpha, I guess. So up here, the arrival that we are coming on is Patty 6 Alpha to RNAV 25 right. RNAV 25 right is selected. Patty 6 Alpha is selected. Let's insert Powell, Abami, Nerel, again Ibati, and then the arrival itself. Okay, and I'll brief it as we have programmed it as well. If we can see here now, I'll keep this on takeoff approach. So here, the top of descent we're going to reach at 16:48. The current time is 16:33. In another 15 minutes, we'll be starting our descent. So I'll start my briefing up when we are like 10 minutes. I'll start my briefing in another 5 minutes. Until then, you can enjoy some of the wing views, but nothing much is visible because it's absolutely night time. Hope you guys are enjoying the aircraft, and very similar procedures as I constantly am mentioning to the 320. A lot of manual stuff. For example, this switch does not exist on the 320. It's just we can just set it to VR or ADF. Okay. The arrival VR, I'll set up all of that stuff as we're getting ready for the briefing. 1106, and let's see if it get identified here. It should not be able to identify it. Okay, that's okay. 1106, very good. Okay, and 1106 on this side as well. Okay, and here you have to be always manually syncing the heading. So basically you push to sync the heading. It's not nav mode like the 320. A comparison kind of tutorial is what I've actually been craving for. So I think I'll make a comparison of procedures kind of tutorial for this aircraft. So RD6 Alpha. We are going Batty onto flow and Batty and then flow. The flow VR from then Uvetti, so from flow, okay, we're going via flow Uvetti. Actually it should be flow Tikbo Uvetti. Right. transition is flow instrument. Yeah, flow Dikbo Veti. That's correctly done. And all the constraints are programmed in. We'll start the briefing. We can start the briefing right about now. We should be reaching our top of descent in another 10 minutes. Okay, so brief the body 6 Alpha arrival first. Okay, so the Batik 6 Alpha arrival, flow viewer at or below 80. Let me check it. 25 right and use. We are so let's see that constraint. Yeah, it says flight level 100. Actually, we'll make it 80. No, that's at Bati. No, flow should be. Yeah. At or above 60, but at or below 80. Let's check. Depending on traffic conditions, low visibility procedures progress, ATC may clear traffic. 2 Golf Sierra Yankee viewer for holding at estimated approach time. Such traffic will be either re-cleared for standard approach or will be radar vector for sequencing. That's okay. Lost comms procedure is revised. Bati flow viewer at or above 70, at or below 80. So that's check. We have to be at or above 70. We are going to be at. Why is it programmed 60? I'll make it 70. Okay, looks good. That's pretty much it. We go to Bati and then from point Bati onto flow viewer. From there onto our approach, which is a RNAV approach. So I'm gonna brief it. So let me see if we are approaching after Abami is our top of descent, which I'm gonna set the lower altitude. We're going to 060 at flow. So I'm gonna next altitude I'm gonna set to 060. Okay. So disregard the frequencies. We are not in contact with the ATC. 2200 on the MSA. Channel 97978 that I'm gonna check on the PFT when we start the approach. Final approach course 244, which is gonna be set here. 244. Okay, and I'm not gonna set any ILS frequency there. It's on an ILS approach. It's a nav approach. So let's head both here to nav mode, and this also has to be in the nav mode. Okay. Final approach course is set. Mandatory 2000 at 25 Romeo Foxtrot, which is at this point. And we do not have LPV on this particular aircraft. Decision altitude 302. We are going to use the LNAV VNAV decision altitude for this approach. Airport elevation 175, runway 102, runway elevation 102. So 75 feet difference in the runway elevation. So we are looking for this 102, which is going to be our landing elevation that I'm going to set here. Okay, Mr. Approach, climb on track 244. Let me check if it's programmed correctly. Okay, it is on runway track 244 at 700 feet right turn onto heading 015, which I'm going to pre-select, climbing to 3000 then as directed. So our missed approach altitude will be 3000 feet. Minimums for today, LNAV, VNAV, that is going to be a category, we are a category Delta aircraft today. If we go here to the approach, and we approach is 5 plus, I'll put some correction onto that. So 135. So minimum descent altitude is going to be 562 plus 50, and final descent path is 3 degree glide path. Okay, basically we are going from flow VOR. We'll be leaving flow at 060 and then heading on course 302 to Digbo. Maximum 220 knots, 3000 feet. Let me check all of that is programmed correctly. Digbo, yeah, 220, 3000 feet. Uveti, 200 and 2000 feet. And mandatory 2000 feet, and we approach it then. Okay, the approach looks programmed perfectly. Let me get the weather and we'll set the altimeter. Briefing is complete and we can start planning our descent, and I have the top of descent on our PFP. So we're going to start our descent in another 6 minutes. I think that was the issue. Yeah, looks good. We'll get on the approach checklist very soon. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream, and leave a like and subscribe to the channel, please. Next altitude, we are going to descend to 6,000. At this point, if you can see on the ND, with the down arrow mark right there, it's coming into view. Right at that point, we're going to start our descent as per the flight plan. Okay, we are approaching our level, so let's set altitude hold and let's set 6,000 feet. And we click on profile when we are ready to descend. "3,000 feet is the missed approach altitude, and the heading we are going to turn after the missed approach is," let me just make sure I remember that, and everything else is been set. Also, I have to do one more thing here. Flight path angle, I have to set it to -3 degrees. Zero 15, I'm going to pre-select 015 on the heading. Okay, we must stop the descent. Let's hold to start descent. Level change. And then let's go to profile. Retard profile descent nav. And stop the music. Let's enjoy the arrival. Go back between the flight deck. Perfect. It's asking for more back. Let's give it a little bit smaller. constraint here. We are not using the ILS, so it is not in the ILS position. That is checked. Spoilers can be retracted. Okay, we can turn on the seatbelt signs. We have started the descent. Rose nav mode and looks good. My camera is frozen as well. Okay, I mean there's some issue with throttle cam is working absolutely fine. It's not paused, but the face cam has some issues. Then I think I'll have to check that after the stream. So unfortunately, you'll not be able to see my beautiful face for the approach and landing part of it. That's okay. So I think somebody had pointed that out even on the departure, that some issues with the piece. A lot of issues with streams. I have to kind of increase the quality of these streams very significantly. But yeah, I was kind of focused on learning this new aircraft, which are going to be flying quite a lot. I plan to do streams on the 300 and the 320 in the next few days. It's going to be a pretty fun thing, getting back on the 320 as well. I'm not that funny, you know. Or maybe I am. set, heading 215 on the Mr. Coach. Remind me if I forget. 015 on there. 015, yes. But now I'll just see that. Mr. Approach altitude 3 minutes. Perfect on profile, that's good. We're still quite high, but we can do the approach checklist right now. There's nothing wrong with that. Signs on briefing is completed. EM status is checked. Altimeters, I will set it passing the transition altitude. That's why the approach checklist is most of the time done passing transition level correction. Minimums are set to 562 feet. Ignition, continuous relight for landing set, and landing elevation 100 feet. Approach checklist complete apart from the altimeters. I still hope the audio and video quality is fine. So we need to be maximum 250 knots, flight level 1%. And we are maintaining 250 knots. There is something like that. After flow, the next altitude, mandatory altitude is 2000, which I'm going to set. From 2000 feet, we're going to go vertical speed. And what vertical speed are we expecting? 130 knots, so approximately 750 to 800 feet per minute. If you're going above the VDEV path, I'm going to check the vertical speed, and about 1000 feet I'll disconnect autopilot and fly down manually. Still, I find some issues with this. Obviously the real aircraft will obviously fly the targeted speed. Yeah, it should fly the FMC targeted speed, but I think the upcoming updates, I think they're going to rectify all of those things. Okay, we're kind of descending through 12,000 feet. The next, I'll just do the 10,000 feet descending close. Landing lights on, seatbelt sensor on, constraint is set. We're not using ILS, constraint is set on that side. Progress page is Echo Bravo Bravo Romeo 25 right is set, and it's asking for more drag. Let drag. Okay, Bravo Bravo Romeo. Progress page is checked, and motor selector is engaged. Okay. This guy that goes just the navigation accuracy. Navigation accuracy is high, estimated deviation required is 100. so that's okay. Navigation accuracy high is checked, and okay, yeah, 10,000 feet descending closer. And it's exactly on profile as it has planned itself to do so. And on the altitude button, this setting the minimum is 562 feet, just for reference. So the next constraint is going to be maximum 220 knots. Should not ask for drag, but we are perfect. But yeah, there are kind of some glitches, as I told you. We are perfect on profile. I don't know why it's asking for more drag. It should not ask for more. And then dim the dome light as well, because I want to be able to see outside for landing. Beautiful looking cockpit. I really like how they've done the reflections and stuff. Dim the EFB as well, because again for landing I should be able to see outside. Here as well with the lights. Next constraint, as we said, was 220 knots. It should start decelerating towards 220 knots as we pass through flow VOR. Thank you everybody for joining. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It would be very helpful for the channel to grow. Bravo Romeo, Brussels, and we are gate 2. Okay. Gate number 2. We're going to taxi to gate number 2. Gate number 2 will be checked. It's quite a little bit of a longer taxiway, but we just make a right off the runway, expecting to get off Alpha 5. Let's do the landing performance determination. I don't think they're landing performances. But why are they not included in landing performance? Damn. Okay, anyways. Expecting get off Alpha 5 or November 1 and taxi all the way. We should be, or if we get off November 1, we'll have to make a left onto Romeo 1 and then all the way backtracking the runway. Okay, anyways. And the altimeter, I have to set the altimeter now. 991. Okay, that's what I said. It's asking for more time. It should not be asking. Okay, let's go flaps. Slats 1. And altimeter 991 here. Here. Is dimensions. Okay. Perfect. Little good. And slats 15 is set. Maintaining 200 knots now. Next constraint is 200 knots for at U-30. And our descent is going pretty good. Perfect rate of descent. Can bring back the speed brakes and arm the speed brakes. Let's use auto brakes medium for this landing. Okay, let's go flaps 2, basically flaps 15, slats 15. I'm going to configure early so that we're good on the approach. On profile is looking perfectly good. And I already have the runway inside, so it should be a pretty straightforward manual landing. Let's assume we are clear to land, nose wheel to taxi, and runway turn off lights, wing lights can come on. Turning final course, sync the heading 244. We're gonna set the descent. Start descending now. Oh, damn, that's the winds. Okay, get down. Get down and lock, flap 3. Flaps full. Landing checklist. Landing gear is down, auto brakes is medium, anti-skid is on, stats and flaps full, spoilers are armed. Landing checklist is complete. -3 is set and vertical speed. Angle side, flight path angle this side as well. And runway inside. Let's turn on track IR, reset the camera, and I'll turn on the throttle cam. Enjoy the landing. And next approach altitude 3000 is set. 140 knots is set, approach speed is set, and let's disconnect the autopilot. Okay, landing. Auto thrust is still on, autopilot is on. White, 1 red, that's okay. Correcting for that. Profile slightly higher, but that's okay. Battling the winds. Minimums, and we have the runway inside. Continue. 300. Come on. Okay, go around.
Too low, flaps. Too low,
I should have disconnected the auto thrust and landed it manually. That's okay. We can try another approach. And 015 on the heading. Okay. Positive climb. Get up. Auto thrust on and command 1 on. Zero 15 on the heading is set. Let's try one more approach. That's okay. I expected the auto throttle to disconnect, but that's okay. We can try another approach, and I'll disconnect auto thrust and manually fly it down. The auto thrust does not disconnect, and we were floating all the way down the runway. There's some rain. Let's turn on the wipers as well. We can go to now. And we are already perfectly configured. There's no problem at all. Let's fly for one more attempt on the approach. Directs to XO. Most of the times when we move the thrust levers, the auto thrust should disconnect, but it didn't disconnect, but that's okay. Let's try another approach. The briefing remains the same. We are ready for the approach. We'll be maintaining 3000 all the way till we make our final turn, and this can go on to managed mode. We can actually clean up to flap 2. Let's clean up to flap 1. Let's maintain S speed, just like on the previous. Let's clean up all the way. a slight rain, but that's okay. Gear, basically acceleration flows. Spoilers are disarmed, flaps are up, landing gear to the neutral position. Lights will keep it on. Let's assume we have been cleared to land. I don't know why it disconnected. I did not touch it from there. It's flying so like it's supposed to fly, that's not an issue. And we can descend down to 2000 feet as well. Sometimes this. Star. Let's start configuration. Spoilers are on. Auto brake set to medium. Another approach checklist. Signs are on. Briefing is completed. ECAM status is checked. Altimeters are 999 and 1 set. Minimums are set. Ignition continuous. Relight is set. Landing elevation is set. We'll do the landing checklist later. Basically, I'll just configure early, disconnect everything and fly it down manually. Let's go flaps 1. Basically slats 15 flap 0. It's 2. gear down. Let's go flaps 3. Let's go flaps full. And checklists. Landing gear is down, auto brake medium, anti-skid is on, slats and flaps full, spoilers are on. Landing checklist is complete. And runway inside. Let's do this manually this time. Okay, come on. I will match the throttles and I will basically disconnect the auto throttle and disconnect autopilot as well. I'm gonna go to flight path vector here and flight path vector here as well. Okay, let's disconnect auto thrust and let's disconnect autopilot. And I'll bring on the throttle cap for you guys. This shift in winds is very weird. It doesn't happen like that. There's no sudden shift of wind in real life. That's the issue with Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's why sometimes I feel xplane does a much better job with respect to the physics part of it. Turn on the wipers. Why can't I see the runway? We should be able to see the runway very soon. Just approach altitude 3000 has to be set. I think past these clouds we should be able to see the runway. Don't tell me I have to do one more go around because of clouds now. Then we'll just come back for the ILS approach if I don't see the runway. Kind of at minimums, I'm holding the altitude. If I don't see the runway, then I go around. This is just a bad weather situation. There's nothing we can do about that. If we see the runway and we are able to land, yeah, I see the runway now. Might be difficult to land. Let's see. We are not going to descend below minimums without having complete visual. Yeah, I have the complete visual now. Perfect on profile, no problem. And we can descend below minimums now. Perfect. Looks good. Okay, spoilers, reverses, and descent. I don't know why the landing rate monitor did not pop up. Okay, let's get off this exit. As we planned, we are going to take exit onto the right side. Wipers can go off. So that's, I feel, a perfect demonstration of the IFR procedures. When you're doing a non-precision approach like a LNAV VNAV, you maintain your MDA, and if you see the runway before the missed approach point and you feel it's in a safe situation to land, you continue to land. If you don't feel it's in a safe situation to land, then you just go around. Tiller has some issue with it. I have to pump the nose wheel tiller. That's not how it works. The nose wheel tiller doesn't have to be pumped like that. Okay, let's set the parking brake. I'll turn on the dome lights and let's do the off landing close. Okay, off landing close, pilot flying, spoilers disarmed, landing lights off. Taxi lights on, runway turn off lights off, wing lights off, that's it. And here weather radar off, and weather radar off, spoilers disarmed, trim set, flaps up. flaps set to the up position, transponder set, and then APU master switch on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. APU starts. I don't know what's wrong with the landing rate monitor. It was supposed to show up because it is absolutely on, but it did not show up. As you can see, it was right there. Look at that. Yeah, but it didn't show up. I might have to reinstall that. Okay, and after landing checklist, slats and flaps are retracted. Transponder is transponder, weather radar is off, spoilers are disarmed, APU is started. After landing checklist is complete. The flows of this particular aircraft is I'm just doing the 320 flows, and all of the same procedures apply here. Yeah, so this aircraft can taxi even the engine thrust is absolutely in idle, but still you're able to taxi, and the aircraft will accelerate even on idle power. Very powerful engines. And yeah, throttle can go on. I'll try to turn on the face cam. Hopefully it works. Okay, it does. It's okay. Succeed to our gate number 2. Yeah, I'm still keeping the thrust in idle, and as you can see, the aircraft is still accelerating. Thing has carbon brakes, so I'll turn on the brake fans on. Take the next turn. This one. This turn. Take this one. Plan number 2. Should be right over here. Oh. was this small tiny aircraft that's not supposed to be there. It's okay. Again, scenery glitches. See, I'm not supposed to pump it like this. That's not how the aircraft turns. You never pump airliner like that. For that matter, you don't pump any aircraft like that. Parking position, parking brake is set. Let's do the parking flows. We should have actually gone to the passenger apron, but yeah, we have just 5 passengers on board today. It's a charter flight, so we park here in the general aviation apron. Okay, parking flows. Brake pressure is checked, parking brake is set, and the engine's cut off. Enjoy the sounds. Okay, APU is running, APU bleed on. Okay, and engines are off, beacon off. Wait for the doors and slides to be disarmed, and then seatbelt signs off. Here, APU bleed is on, and all fuel pumps except for the APU fuel pump off. Fuel pumps off, and after landing, parking checklist. Nav systems off, oxygen is off, APU bleed off. APU bleed on, engines off, autopilot's off. Lights and signs, so taxi lights can come off as well. Nav and logo lights to 1, strobes off. Fuel pumps are off, windows and probe beats, which was automatic on the seat. Windows and probe beats off, and parking brake and chocks are on. Okay, thank you for joining for this weird stream. I mean, we had some glitches and setbacks, but I feel overall it was still a successful stream. Great and interesting stream in spite of many hiccups along the way. You handled everything like a pro and got through smoothly. Indeed commendable. Kudos to you, Captain. Good night. Good night, Sri Lakshmi. Thank you for joining this stream. Thank you everybody for joining the stream, and have a great night.